Assalamualaikum and hi. So our group will present to you our project called the Luxury Car Dealership System. So in this presentation, we would like to talk and explain about the functionality of our system through the use case diagram, flow of event, and the activity diagram. So this diagram will help you to show how the user interact with the system and how the process works step by step. Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Aina Bakti binti Zainuddin and my matrix number is B0324102233.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Zulkifli bin Nomad Pedro Songlen. Number matrix B0324102219.
Hi, I am Amizafi bin Muhammad. Number matrix B0324200023.
My name is Novel Amshar Anwar bin Abdul Aziz with metric number B0324102232.
Hello everyone, my name is Sharvindra Chana Lalaki Sasidaran. My matrix number is B032410199.
For the table of content will be use case diagram, login, view vehicle, vehicle payment, manage inventory, and finally generate report. For the use case diagram of the luxury car dealership system, there are two actors and that is customer and also staff. For customer, it will start with login and also it have include enter username and also password. And then for the customer is use case is view vehicle, where it also include vehicle availability. And then next is for the vehicle payment. For vehicle payment, it extends to payment using credit card and also either using debit card. And then for the staff also have its own login and where it includes enter username and also password. And then it also have manage inventory where it extends to adding more vehicles into the inventory and also it extends to update vehicle inventory. And then finally for the staff, it can create and generate the report.
Hello everyone, my name is Sharvindra Sasidaran. Today I will be covering for customer and staff login page. The main purpose for this customer login page is to authenticate a customer to allow access to their personalized dashboard and system features. There are two preconditions in this, which is the customer should have a registered account in the system database. Second, the customer should navigate to the system homepage. For the post condition, the customer is successfully validated and redirected to the appropriate dashboard. For the normal flow, it's a straightforward flow, which means first of all, the customer navigate to the login interface from the home page. Then the system will prompt the customer to enter their registered email or username and also the password. Third, the customer enter their valid username or email address. Then the customer also enter the password. Then the customer should click the login button. The system will validate the credential, whether the input is correct or not. Upon successful validation, the system redirect the customer to their personalized dashboard based on their assigned role, which means for the customer, the assigned role will be customer. Alright, how about for exception flow? In case if the login credentials, which is the username or password, are incorrect, first the system display an error message stating that stating incorrect username or not able to log in. Then the system remain on the login page and allow the customer to re-enter their credentials. So this is the activity diagram for customer login page. First is start, then after start, the customer will be navigate to the login page. After that, the customer will enter their password and also username. Then they should click login. After they click login, the system will check the credentials whether the password and also the username is correct or not. In case if the password and username is incorrect, it will display an error message. In case if the password and also the username is correct, they will be redirect to the customer dashboard. If the customer enter the uh, If the customer do more than 5 incorrect items, the system will automatically end the process for security purposes. All right, for the staff login page, the main purpose of this page is to authenticate a staff to allow access to their personalized dashboard and also system features. There are two preconditions as well, same like the previous customer page, which is the staff has registered account in the system database. Then the staff has navigate to the system home page. For the post condition, the staff is successfully validated and redirected to the appropriate dashboard. Okay. For the normal flow, it's straightforward as well. First, the staff will now navigate to the login interface from the home page. Second, the system prompt the staff to enter their registered email or username and also the password. Then the staff enter the valid username and email address and also the valid password. Then the staff click the login button. The system validate the credentials against the database. Upon successful validation, the staff redirect the staff to um, pers- to their personalized dashboard based on their assigned role. All right. For the exception flow, in case if the login credentials, which is the username or password, is incorrect, the system will display an error message which is not able to log in, and the system will remain on the login page and allow the staff to re-enter the credentials. This is the activity diagram for the staff login page. First is start, then the staff will navigate to the login page. Then the staff will enter the username and password. Then the staff should click login button. After that, the system will check the credentials, which is whether the username and also password is valid or not. In case if the username or password is invalid, it will display an error message. And if the username and password is valid, they will be directed to their dashboard according to their role. Then, if the item is more than 5 times, the system will automatically end the process for security purposes.
Okay. I will be presenting the view vehicle use case. The actor is the customer, and the purpose is to allow customer to browse the luxury vehicle catalog and check vehicle availability. For the precondition, the customer must be logged in, and the system must have at least one vehicle in the database. Once complete, the customer will have view the vehicle detail and may proceed to the payment or return to the main menu. Uh, in the normal flow, the customer navigate the catalog where the system display all the vehicle with their image, brand, model, and the price. The customer select the vehicle. When the customer select a vehicle, the system show its full detail and availability status. If available, the customer click add to cart and the system update the cart. Then the customer may then proceed to payment or continue browsing. Next is the alternative flow and the exception flow. In the alternative flow, if the customer wish to narrow down their search, they may apply the filter and search criteria, such as filtering by brand or price range. The system will then retrieve and display only the vehicle that match the selected criteria and use case resume and the use case resume from the vehicle selection step. In the exception flow, if no vehicle are found in the system, or if no vehicle match the applied filter criteria, the system will display the message "No vehicle found." The customer may then choose to adjust the filter criteria or return to the main dashboard. Okay, and then we proceed with the flowchart. Uh, the system process start after the successful login. The customer navigate to the vehicle catalog, and the system display the vehicle list. If no vehicle are available, the system show no vehicle found message. If vehicle are available, the customer select one to view its detail. Then the system check the availability status. If the status is unavailable, the add to cart button will be disabled. Uh, if the vehicle is available, the customer may click add to cart and the use case end right there. That's conclude my section. I will pass to the next person. Thank you.
The actor for the vehicle payment will be customer. For the description will be paying the selected vehicle to purchase. And for the precondition for the vehicle payment will be the customer successfully log in. There is at least one vehicle in the shopping cart. Customer confirm the vehicle selection. And then for the post condition is payment is successfully processed. Vehicle status is updated to sold or reserved, or the status is updated to paid, the customer receives a digital receipts. And for the normal flow will be the buyer select the specific vehicle that they want to buy, and then they click the pay button, and then it display the payment option to the user, and then they can select a payment method, either credit card or debit. And then once the payment successful, the system will revert to the dashboard page. Vehicle status will be updated and to sold, and finally the customer will receive a receipt. And then for the vehicle payment, for the alternative flow, if the buyer select a debit card, the system will display the bank option. And then once the buyer select the bank, the system will direct to the payment gateway of the selected bank to proceed the payment. And then it will revert back to the use case resumes on R36. And then if the buyer selects the credit card, the system will ask the user to use the bank, enter the credit card number and also the CCV number. And then the use case resumes on R36. And then finally on the assumption flow is if there is no item on the shopping cart, the payment button is disabled. The buyer could click either the shopping button or the main menu button. So or the flow of the diagram will be for the vehicle payment is the customer view the shopping cart, and then they if there is one or more item on the shopping cart, they can click the pay button. If not, they cannot click the payment button because at least there is one item on the shopping cart. Then they click the pay button, and then they could pay either using the credit card or the debit card, and then they can select bank. For the credit card, they can just enter the credit card number and also the CCV number. And then if the payment is failed, it will display the payment is failed. And then after the payment is successful, the vehicle will be updated into sold and will display the payment receipt. So if for the payment failed, it will go back to the choice. It will go back to the bank option, choose the bank option, and just limited to 5 times. If more than that, then it will end. Thank you.
So next, I will explain the manage inventory use case. So this module allows staff to manage vehicle inventory by adding new vehicles or updating existing vehicle information. The goal is to ensure all inventory data in the system is accurate and up to date. Before accessing this module, staff must log in into the system and the database must be connected. After the process is complete, the updated vehicle information will be stored in the database and reflected in the inventory list. So for the normal flow, the staff logs into the system, opens the dashboard and select the manage inventory module. The system then displays the list of available vehicles. If the staff choose to add a vehicle, then they need to enter the vehicle details and click submit. The system will validate the data, save it into the database, generates a unique car ID and also display a successful message. Okay. And then if the staff choose to update a vehicle, they select an existing vehicle, edit the required details and click save. The system validates the updated information and updates the database successfully. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about alternative flow and exception flow. So for the alternative flow, if the staff clicks cancel, so the system returns to the inventory list without saving change. Alright, so for the exception flow, if the entered data is invalid or incomplete, the system displays an error message and prevents submissions until the correct information is entered. So if the selected vehicle does not exist, the system displays a vehicle not found message. Okay, so lastly, for the activity diagram, this activity diagram is visually represent the overall workflow of the manage inventory module. So the process starts from staff login and then continues until the inventory operation is complete successfully. The diagram clearly shows the decision-making process where the staff choose either to add or update a vehicle. So it is also actually illustrate the validation process performed by the system before storing or updating data in the database. If the data is invalid, the workflow redirects the user back to the form for correction. However, if the data is valid, the system will proceed with saving the information and display a success message. So overall, this diagram helps explain the interaction between the staff and the system in a more structured and logical way.
Good day, everyone. Today I will be presenting the generate report functionality of our system. The feature is designed to allow staff to generate comprehensive sales or luxury venture inventory report for business analysis purpose. Number of flow. The process is straightforward and efficient. First, the staff member access the reporting menu from the dashboard. The system then display various report types such as the monthly sale report or the weekly stock report. Staff can then select the desired report and set specific filter such as date range or card availability status. Once the generate button is pressed, the system processes the data from the database and displays a summary directly on the screen. Alternative flow, exporting and advanced filtering. Our system also offers flexibility through alternative flow, exporting data. If a physical copy is needed, staff can select a file format such as PDF for official documentation or Excel for technical data analysis and download it directly. Brand-specific report. Format targeted inside. Staff can filter windshield report by specific luxury brands such as Ferrari or Lamborghini. Ex- execution, execution, execution flow, handling error. To ensure data integrity, the system handle impact, empathy result gracefully. If no sales record exist for a selected period, the system will display an error message. No sales recording found for the this period. The step in then format to register criteria. In summary, this function provides a ro- robust tool for staff to monitor inventory and sales performance with easy. The activity diagram illustrates the step-by-step flow of the reporting system, including decision point and error handling. Internal access start. The process begins with a successful login, staff dashboard. Once in, the staff member enter the main dashboard to access the reporting tools, selection and filtering. Select report type. The user choose which specific report they need. For example, sales or inventory. Set filter category. The user input stage where specific parameter like data or brand, Ferrari or Lamborghini, apply, apply to narrow down the data. Decision point. Data validation. Record found. The system check the database permission based on the filter. When no, if no record exit the system, trigger the accept, acceptation flow showing an error message no enter found. This is the predicate back to the select report type stage to try different criteria. When yes is record found, the system process to display report preview. The session point exporting. Want to export? Once the preview is visible, the user has two choices. First, no. The user simple select choice preview and the process concluded. When yes, the user move to the alternative flow. Completion choose export format. The user select between PDF or Excel. Download file. The system generate the file for the user to save. In the last end, the activity complete. Thank you.